Well, everyone, I hope on this old Doom we are ready for another hellscape, and I hope we're ready to reign in blood because today's map is called Slayer. Now, I know that at least some of the people on the original Doom team are fans of, whatever metal music was out in the 90s. I think Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, stuff like that is evidenced in some of their music selections in the original Doom. Obviously, we're not playing with music, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, this is Slayer. I'm expecting a very metal map, and wow, okay, so we're starting off on a ledge. This is an interesting spawn point. We would be wise, I think, to grab the health pickup, and we would also be wise, John, to put on the IDDQD mode, and this is... Wow, did we rip off Circle of Death from Doom 2? Like, this is a straight... This is a copy-paste right here. This initial part. You cannot tell me that they did not literally copy and paste the design or extract the design in some other way of Map 11 from Doom 2. At least for this initial part. There's some variations, but like it's very clearly a manipulated version of that. Even the cages like on the sides, it's definitely looking almost identical. I might actually have to research this later because I kind of find this fascinating that it's, as far as I've mentioned this kind of in recent episodes, that I think that there is some borrowing of maybe map elements in some of these levels, but this is probably the most egregious one that I've seen, and that's just because the Circle of Death, or O of Destruction, however you refer to it, is one of the most iconic maps in all of Doom, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm actually... Even this, I think, is taken from the original map. Wow, okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it kind of... You can see this working from a design aspect in an interesting manner where it's like the player expects the map to do one thing based on what they've played before, but you actually need to do something else completely. Like, I could see some subversive elements coming from this type of design for sure. So that in and of itself, like I said, I don't hate it. It's just kind of surprised to see it. And whether that was and of course we hear an Archvile, which I believe is like the first time or one of the first times he will pop up in Doom 2, depending on what difficulty level you've selected. Regardless, we're gonna have to start taking some teleporters. There's no secrets, which is kind of funny. It looks, honestly, pretty straightforward when I'm looking at the map. I think that's going to open at some point, right? Like it would have to. We hit this switch. I'm not quite sure what it did, but I think the main area that we need to probably go to is going to be around here. Can we get around it? That would be funny if that was what you're supposed to do. How about... All right, what are we missing? Oh, okay. All right, we see enemies teleporting in. That's probably a clue of where we need to go. There's the Archvile. Let's kill him before he does too much crazy stuff. Oh my god! Alright, we'll just keep dealing with these guys until they stop teleporting in. We all done here? Alright, so we've seen this obviously got raised up. I don't know necessarily if we can do anything with that in and of itself, but we're going to check. I hear revenants everywhere. I would have expected this to go down. Where is that teleporter is what we need. We need to go to the teleporter in the east. Because now we can follow this around to where it needs to go. We'll go down this path. Actually, kind of surprised. That would have been a good place for a crusher, actually. And then more shit is going to teleport in. And now this is lowering. Wow. So that's a way to, like, kind of miss your chance at some stuff, if that's the case. No worries. We'll go up and take care of these guys. We got some Hell Knights. I still hear revenants that they're somewhere. We're gonna find them, don't worry. And we also have the red key now. Looks like the revenants are gonna come to us. Fair enough. And an Archvile. Yes, he's resurrecting things, which I specifically programmed this not to do. Okay. We're at 1.86 million in this very, very circular map. And this is finally lowered. Obviously, we're close to the end here. There is a teleporter down here, so I'm going to see if there's any items down here as well. I don't think there's going to be. Maybe this will teleport us somewhere fun. It does not. One item. No secrets. And one enemy remaining. Where could they be? It's a great question that I don't think we're going to find the answer to without a little bit of help. Obviously, we have the exit there. So let's turn on no clip mode. I'm not even going to bother turning the map on because like I said, I don't think there's much to really go through. Let's just check all of these like little crevices here. Oh, hang on. Is this a secret? I noticed this earlier. So, what triggers this? There's an Archvile back there. We don't know what triggers this. It's not a secret, but it's something. And it's our last two items that we're, of course, going to take. Maybe lowering that lowers the other part. I guess I never really thought to look at that, but okay, 2.21 million for a copycat version of O of Destruction. Certainly a choice. That's a Milo Casali joint. Okay. Pretty interesting. Was not expecting that. And we like the unexpected. We're going to be seeing a lot of the unexpected, or at least I am. Because again, the Plutonia Experiment is what I've spent the least time playing as far as the megawads and the official add-ons. And as we get through this and we start to get into the newer stuff, I have never played that. So, and I mean, we're going to be doing some videos coming up where it's literally, this is the first time I'm in this level and we don't know what's going to happen. We'll keep God mode on just in case. We'll see you next time. This old Doom, everybody. I hope you subscribe, but more importantly, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.